Hello, how are you today? I've been sitting here thinking about how, in reading up on some things, and really how easy it is for our bodies in this day and age and our minds to be in a constant state of stress. We have a lot going on in our world. Everything from you know having to work a lot and be and busy to make a livings, raising families, dealing with COVID, all sorts of things. The list is endless, political stuff, everything. There's just a lot of constant stressors in our world. Um, and in us, our bodies are set up way back in the day, of caveman days or our ancestor days, to be on alert when there's a stressor, a danger, say a saber-toothed tiger or something like that, to go on a state of alert. There's a lot of physiological changes that happen. I'm not going to go through all of them, but our heart rate goes up, our breathing changes, it gets more rapid. A lot of things happen in our, happen to allow our body to be on. Um, Cortisol is released, allows our body to be ready to f- fight, flee, freeze, do whatever it needs to do, in this fear stress response to make to either get away, to fight the danger, or to whatever. That can even happen, even back in the day, like even like needing, a hunger response. I'm hungry. I need to solve this problem, and then I go and I eat. So all these things, you get the adrenaline, everything goes up to make you go do whatever you need to do, flee from whatever you need, what the danger, fight the danger, whatever it may be. And then once resolved, the body system comes back. So it's the sympathetic nervous system is what um, raises and creates this stress response that's necessary. And then the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the system that, you know, is kind of our go-to day to day, that, manages all of our regular day to day functions. And I'm being very broad in how I'm describing this, but it goes back to work. Everything comes back down. All that adrenaline goes down. The body goes back to a normal state of being and out of that stress response once things are solved. And that happened back in the day of the caveman days or whatever, and even, more recent when we have it. And it can even happen like, you step on the street and realize, oh my goodness, I almost stepped out in front of a car, and you jump back. um, the body does whatever it needs to do, it jumps back, and then when it's over, you're like, oh, done. Now, you could also get into the mindset, if you have that type of mindset, which is easy for us to do, I can do it myself, is then worrying about all these things. What if I had done that? What if, all the worries, the what ifs, and that can keep you in a constant state of arousal. What if I hadn't gotten out from in front of that car? All the terrible things that may have happened, as opposed to, well, it's done, on to the next thing. So we build this, we get in this constant state of arousal, and again, with all these other stresses that are going on around us all the time now, it kind of leaves us in a constant, even if it's a low level state of arousal, and that can cause a lot of stress in our body. The physiological responses that occur in a stress reaction are not good for us on ongoing basis, and they don't do, they can cause a lot of health problems for us. So it's great to find things to do that help us bring all that back down. So meditation is a great way. Going for a walk, taking a break, doing a hobby that's relaxing. You enjoy cooking, go cooking and bring a nice meal. Something that brings you present, makes you more mindful, makes you more relaxed. It's great to do something like that. And riding should really be one of those things. And it is for some of you. Some of you, it really does make you very present. I've had people say it's my one place where I am mindful and I can really become joyful and I really calm down. And that is wonderful. But often too, in riding, we get on and have all these expectations and want all these outcomes and beat ourselves up because we didn't get this done or that done, or this happened or that happened. And so we kind of keep ourselves in that constant state of stress, and approach our riding with almost a stressful state even before we get started. It's like, oh, I've got to get this done. What if my horse doesn't do this? What if I'm not ready for that horse show? What if I can't, improve that thing that I've been trying to improve, as opposed to approach your riding with, I'm going to be, joyous, and I'm going to be intentional about, you know, working on improving, but having fun while I'm doing it, learning from my mistakes, and letting your riding become one of those go-tos that actually brings your stressors down and helps bring your body back to that state, you know, of homeostasis, that state of day-to-day being, instead of that state of stress. So, but that takes some work. If you've gotten yourself, into a habit loop of every time, or habit loops of every time I go out to ride, I got all these things I must achieve, and I'm worried about what people are thinking of me, and I don't, my horse isn't going well enough, or all that, then you're going to just keep yourself in that state of stress, or actually maybe increase it. So I really am inviting you to think about approaching your riding intentionally, with the idea that it is going to be help you come back to a state of being. It's going to help you calm down. It's going to help you come back to peace. It's going to help you, bring your body out of the stress state and into a more calm state. And to not bring all those things that you think you should be doing, you wish you were happening, all the outcomes you want, to all your rides. That doesn't mean you can't come to them and want to improve and do things and grow and all that, but approach them with the mindset that's open, that's not tight, that's not fearful, that's not looking for all the stress and the problems, but that's very open and relaxed, so that you can use it as a tool to keep bringing your body back down to that normal state, and out of that high state of that chronic state of arousal that many of us often live in. I know it happens to me, right? And I have different go-tos that I do, so I really invite you to do that. And actually, nature is a big thing for me that brings me back to that. We have a friend of mine, Gwen McCarroll, and I are doing a free webinar on Wednesday about getting out in nature and helping that bring you back to that calm state of being and out of that stress state. So I will have that. I'll share that on the Mindful Equestrian page. So if you want to go look at it, you can go find it. I'll share it in our groups as well, so you could go to that too. But what is it that you can do? How can you approach your riding to use it as a place of joy and calm and openness and tranquility, and not a constant state of stress? Because we have enough stress in our life. Don't bring more of it to the one thing, to your hobby, to the thing that you love. Even if you're listening and you're a professional and it's your career, don't bring more stress to your career, right? If riding and stuff is part of your career, let it bring you joy. Don't let it make you miserable, right? Don't let it make you unhappy. Don't keep raising those stress levels. So that's my thought for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going out right now after this to do a walk, because it's a beautiful winter day out. The sun's out. I love clouds. The clouds are really pretty in the sky. And I'm going to go out and take a walk, and, the exercise is going to help me, it's good for me. Being out in the fresh air is going to be good for me, and it will bring me to a really calm place. I have a clinic and a presentation I'm doing tomorrow, which I'm really excited about, but I always get a little up and a little, thinking about things and overthinking about my wanting to do well. So going out for a walk for me will help me come back to my calm space. And I really invite you to use your riding, find other ways as well, but use your riding as a place to bring your stress levels down, not to add stress to your life. So have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon.